Hi, my name is Kevin Punzan. I'm here to give you guys a speech on long distance relationships. So let's get started. Long distance relationships. Many people find it as a joke, a waste of time, or they find it as the reason why the relationship fails or becomes unsuccessful. But what if I told you that 58% of long distance relationships actually work out in the long run? This is according to the New York Post. Now knowing this, would you even consider a long distance relationship? Would you take a chance on that someone? I know being in college, we meet numerous people and they could be from a different state, different institution, or maybe even visiting. My best friend, in fact, she's actually dating someone from Minnesota and they've been together for well over a year now. So that's pretty amazing to me. People have their own opinions on long distance relationships, and those who are in relationships have trouble considering it when they come face to face with it. We as people should encourage long distance and taking risks when it comes to love itself. So, long distance appreciates time shared together. It helps build trust and it shows how it's not based on physicality. So let's start with this. Appreciate time shared together. Times that are shared together will be worth more. Being away from your significant other, when you guys reconnect, you guys will become even closer and have a strong bond. According to the article, 10 Positives in Being in a Long Distance Relationship, written by Lisa McKay, she writes, "Since feeling grateful is a surefire way to increase your happiness, this sort of appreciation both feels good in the moment and also provides a long-lasting mood boost." This just shows how time apart can create a strong bond when they are together. Though there are some who don't see the point in seeing their significant other anymore, I find it that it takes two parties to have something pure and great. Being together will make moments more memorable. The times you are together with your significant other, anything you'll do will become more memorable. I have a quote here that says, "This must be optimized if your union is to succeed, as it serves as a physical reminder of the nature of your love and true depths of your feelings. So strive to plan activities in advance and ensure that you make the most of every single moment together." This just shows how quality time is an important factor once a loved one has been away for a while. Although there are times that one can argue that what if my significant other found someone else? Or what if the spark isn't there? Well, when you see them in person, that's a good reminder. That's a good way to show them why we are doing this, why we are together. To my second point, long distance relationships build trust. And I have a quote here. Trust is a major factor in a long distance relationship. Here's a quote here. "Trust is essential for both parties in order for a long LDR to survive. It's especially important in a long distance relationship because often there is fear that your partner will end up with another person. Lack of trust can lead to doubt, jealousy, suspicion, and paranoia." This article shows how a relationship and trust is essential. If you are able to build trust, you will be able to get rid of jealousy, paranoia, and doubt in your significant other. But there are those who believe that distance becomes a roadblock, even with trust. But I feel that trust is us, There is no trust without us, so I believe that trust is a very strong factor into a long distance relationship and it could surpass anything. So next one would be, jumping to conclusions can be fatal to a relationship. Having negative thoughts about your significant other doing you wrong can cause a drain in the relationship. A quote here for this would be, "LDRs invoke such insecurities in droves if they go unchecked and unspoken." This just shows how creating situations can cause problems in a relationship if not addressed. Though there are those who trust their gut and follow what they believe in, and it leaves the relationship to a question. So I feel like if you keep it to yourself, nothing's ever gonna get solved. And that's in every relationship. And lastly, my last point would be, relationships is not based on physicality. LDRs will show that it's not just physical benefits. Long distance can show that that relationship is not based on being physical. According to the pros and cons of being in a long distance relationship by Kelly Spears, she writes, since long distance couples can't rely solely on physical chemistry, they must learn effective communication skills and work on building their emotional connection. This just shows how being in a long distance relationship is more wholesome, and it's not based on physical attributes. Although one can argue that it's difficult without physical reassurance, but I think that to have a proper relationship, communication is the key. Long distance can tell lust from love, and a quote for this would be, lust is a state of mind that focuses on body parts, seduction, power, fantasy, and excitement. Love is risky, scary on an emotional level. This is a great example on how lust is based on being more physical, and love leans towards the truth about feelings. So people who think it's not worth it without being physical, it's not right, you know. People who have their own opinions on long distance have trouble considering it when they come face to face with it. And we as people should encourage long distance relationships. I mean, these points appreciate time shared together. It builds trust, and it's not based on physicality. These are some points I went over. So now knowing all this, relationships are never easy. It takes two to get that one fulfilling adventure. Now that we've gone through this, would you go the distance? Thank you.